Sorry for the lighting. It's like really early and I guess the sun's still coming out. It's like weird, it's moving a lot. Oh, you see the shadow of the plant. Welcome back to my channel. This is weird, the sun's going away now, so the lighting's gonna change again. For today's video, I decided to change it up a bit and do more of like a sit down video. I'm doing the 50 facts tag, like do my own bibliography in a way. Wow, the sun. There. If you don't know who I am, my name is Aliyahkelly, but you could also call me
Brown sugar, that's what they call me.
I'm a
Scholar, I'm a scholar, yeah.
We're at the University of Hartford. I'm a sophomore actually, and I'm studying communications, advertising, and public relations, but I'm also working on music management as a minor. I lived on campus last year. Very interesting time.
So this is gonna be a small tour of the room. What a coincidence, like they walked. That's easy, all of them walking in. I saw them on camera. They're like outside, they're gonna be mad. Watch, they're gonna beat me up. What the hell are you doing? Who the fuck you on the phone with?
So the second semester, freshman year, I moved back home. And I've been living here ever since with my brothers. Quiet on the set. Your foot. It's swollen.
No.
Oh, a little chunky to me. As I was saying, my parents are from Jamaica. My dad's mixed with Indian and Jamaican. My mom's mixed with, she's Jamaican and she's Cuban. Wow, I almost forgot my own family's heritage. But they're both from Jamaica. So my parents both moving from Jamaica, coming here, have really strong work ethics. Like, I swear, every single person in this family, well, not my brothers because they're, yeah, I know, they're a little different. Lazy. I mean, every single person works. They work maybe 2 to 3 jobs, and I picked up on that, and I've been working ever since I was a kid. I hope you don't, I'm covering it up, but there's like a speck on my shirt, and I hope you don't see that. The shadows kind of hide it too. But I swear, if you see it, it's soap. Like, don't come for me in the comments. It's just soap, okay? It's just soap. That's all it is, so. Hi. But yeah, I currently work 3 jobs, but one of them is seasonally, so I'm not there at the moment. During the summer, I'll be over there. Keeps me busy, you know, it's not like I need to work. I do not party, I do not drink, I do not participate in illegal activities, I don't do drugs. You know, I'm actually a Christian. I'm working on my faith. You know what? I think it's coffee. I need to have a cup of coffee. I didn't start off my morning with coffee. 1 second. I'm currently obsessed with chai tea. Okay, so that's not bad. As I was saying, I started my record label maybe a while back when I created Brown Sugar, which was maybe 3 or 4 years. Probably signed like 2 or 3 artists at the time. And it's growing, and now we have like up to 4 or 5 artists. Honestly, I should know this, but I'm sorry, I don't know what we have documented. We have like actual papers where we document our artists. Consider even my traveling, my trips and stuff, I consider that work, but at the same time, it's the best work that you can possibly do. So yeah, I get inspired from locations. Photography is something I do too, but it's work. It's literally me just trying to provide work for other people, maybe inspire other people to do work. Hi, I see your shadow.
No.
Yes, I do. It's right there.
Oh, my knee hurts.
What? Your knee hurts? Come over here, sit right here. How about you give a little insight? A little bit of advice. Yeah, come here. He looks excited. Come here, little monkey. Why did it even snow? That's so unnecessary.
I know.
You did. Come on, talk about AMK. Let's talk about the studio.
AMK is a movement.
It's a movement. That's one thing, yeah. It's definitely a movement. That's so cheesy. That's not.
A variety of artists.
Are you like reading the contract?
No.
Oh. That's literally what it says. It's like we have various artists, so it's a movement. Join the movement now. Hey, stay tuned. We're releasing a song. Well, not we're, but Kiki. Well, yeah, it is we're because Kiki signed. He's releasing a song on the 21st. I think this video is going to be up before that. I have other aspects of life, like I focus on I focus on other things. Family, like, what would you describe me as? Like, what else do I do? Okay. When I was in, well, I want to say elementary school, I thought I was going to be the fastest runner in the world. And it all started when we were playing Duck Duck Goose. I was always racing at birthday parties. I wanted to race people. I think it was middle school, 6th grade. We had track tryouts and I didn't make the team. And I was just like, wait, what? I'm fast. What do you mean? The second year I tried out again and I did make the team. And I was still pretty young, 7th grade, I was still pretty young, and I was running with people that were in 8th grade. It made me look good. So in 8th grade, I started getting beat by younger people and it didn't look good. But I still kept running. So freshman year of high school, I kept running. But I was like average because I didn't know exactly what I was running. I would just run whatever coach would tell me to run. So then eventually I decided I want to do the 400. And sophomore year, and I got better, my time was getting a lot faster, and I qualified for states. And then that's when I was just like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. Track was like one thing I focused on sophomore, junior, not senior year of high school. I don't know what happened, but sophomore and junior year, I even told people, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Olympics, so I'll see you guys there. I didn't say that, I did not say that. I actually said, I don't wanna pay for college, so I'm gonna run my way. A lot of commitment to run for college, and as I did actually. I was running throughout the entire year, senior year of high school. That's the crazy part. I ran during the fall, during the winter, during the spring, but I wasn't improving. I was just the same, like I barely tried, I barely went to practice. I was just, I don't know, I don't remember. I chose University of Hartford last minute. The last school I chose, I think it was like maybe 13 schools I got into, and there was maybe 2 or 3 that offered me a lot, like a crap ton of money for no reason, because I did not have good grades, and I didn't really have anything going for me but music. And then I was an entrepreneur at the time, I was running a clothing line for Brown Sugar. My mom just sent me off to the summer bridge program, which is where I met a lot of people and I had so many connections. God bless her for that, because at first I was mad, but it's basically a program you go to the school for like a week. It's not actually, classes didn't start yet, but it's like you get a vibe of it over the summer. And I met so many people. I met my roommate, so I was assigned another roommate, but things didn't work out between us because, I had met someone over the summer bridge program and I ended up being her roommate instead. So that was pretty cool. I was inspired, and then I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to try out for the team. And it wasn't my idea at first, it was one of my friends, I guess. Practice ran late sometimes. So it would be from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., but then we would go eat breakfast, and then after breakfast we would go back. Anyway, I was doing it for a long time, and like I said, it was like a 2-hour practice, then another 2-hour practice. And I go to bed by like 10 p.m. because I had to get homework done and socialize and stuff. And that wouldn't happen all the time. Sometimes I would go to bed really late, like 12 a.m., maybe 1 a.m. because my friends were up all night. They did not go to sleep. So I'm just here like, damn, I gotta wake up at like, not even 6 a.m. because I have to be there at 6 a.m. I'd wake up really early. So it became really stressful. And on top of that, sports director, some guy just came in and took over. I was running and I apparently did not fill out my NCAA eligibility form completely. Like I had to pay some fee. Okay, so I said, I don't have the money for this right now. So then we went on break, came back from break. I ran into him. He was just like, hey, so I need an update, what's going on? And I told him, listen, I moved back home. This is when I just moved back home. And I was like, I moved back home and I'm gonna have a really hard time commuting. He said, I understand. And I said, if there's anything you can do at the time, if you could switch the time of practice to like the afternoon or something, then sure. The time didn't change. I believe it's still like 6 a.m. That's basically it. I rambled a lot. I'm gonna end here. No, I have to end better. I can't end like this. Sophomore years of college started, and keep in mind, I went into college with not the best grades. I didn't have that many scholarships. I left my freshman year, with 3.67. It was rounded to a 3.7. Made the dean's list. Second semester it was like a 3.46 or something like that. It wasn't much different, but it did go down when I moved back home. I ended up having such a high GPA where they were able to give me more scholarships. And I did reach out too, because I didn't want to pay at all for sophomore year. So the sophomore first semester, that was paid for. But second semester, that, rocky. I didn't do that well. So I'm still paying for that. All is well, honestly. I mean, this semester, I'm able to work like, I'm working working 7 days a week actually. Hanging in there, it could be worse. I'm gonna end this thing here because I don't want to drag it out too much. I'm losing my voice and I have to be at work. So, bye.